Imagine waking up every first of the month to a bank notification showing a deposit of $40,000. No strings attached. No boss to answer to. Just a voluntary payment from one of the most successful moguls in hip-hop history. For most people, that is not just a safety net. It is a life of absolute luxury. Nearly $500,000 a year, simply for being the mother of a superstar's child. But for Shaniqua Tompkins, the mother of 50 Cent's first son, $40,000 was not enough. She wanted more. She believed that as the fame of Marquise Jackson grew, so should her bank account. She decided to take the King of New York to court, hoping a judge would force him to double that amount. It was a gamble that would go down in history as one of the most backfired legal moves in celebrity culture. Because when the judge looked at the numbers, he didn't see a woman who needed more money. He saw a man who was being far more generous than the law required. In a move that shocked the entertainment world, the judge didn't increase the payment, he slashed it. He reduced her $40,000 lifestyle to just $6,700 a month. Today, we dive deep into the rise and fall of the relationship between 50 Cent and Shaniqua Tompkins. We will explore the fire that burned down a mansion, the bitter social media wars, and the legal battle that permanently fractured a father-son relationship. This is the story of how greed turned a fortune into a fraction. This is the price of ambition. To understand why this ended in such a disaster, we have to go back to the beginning. Long before the private jets and the vitamin water deals, there was just Marquise Jackson from South Jamaica, Queens. In the mid-90s, Curtis wasn't a superstar. He was a street hustler trying to make a transition into the rap game. Shaniqua Tompkins was there through it all. She was his ride or die. She was by his side in 1996 when their son, Marquise Jackson, was born. She was there when Curtis was blacklisted from the music industry. And most importantly, she was there when he survived 9 bullets in front of his grandmother's house. At that time, they were a team. But fame changes the math of every relationship. When 50 Cent's debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', sold 12 million copies, the world changed. Suddenly, the man who struggled to pay rent was worth $100 million. For a while, 50 Cent played the part of the provider. He bought a multi-million-dollar mansion in Long Island for Shaniqua and Marquise to live in. He wasn't court-ordered to pay anything yet. He was giving her $40,000 every month out of his own pocket because, in his words, he wanted his son to have the best. The peace didn't last. By 2008, the relationship had completely disintegrated. The tension reached a breaking point on a Friday morning in May. A massive fire tore through the $4 million Long Island mansion where Shaniqua and Marquise were staying. The scene was chaotic. Shaniqua claimed the fire was suspicious and openly accused 50 Cent of being involved, citing a heated argument they had just days prior. 50 Cent, who was in Louisiana filming a movie at the time, denied the allegations and sued her for defamation. The fire was the point of no return. The house was gone, the trust was incinerated, and the battle moved from the streets to the courtroom. Shaniqua argued that 50 Cent had promised her the house and a lifetime of support. She wanted a legal guarantee that her lifestyle would never drop, regardless of their relationship status. Shaniqua's legal team made a bold move. They argued that $40,000 a month was insufficient to maintain the standard of living for the child of a multimillionaire. They pointed to 50 Cent's massive earnings, his endorsements, and his global tours. They expected the judge to see 50 Cent's wealth and simply sign a bigger check. But the American legal system for child support is based on specific formulas and proven needs. 50 Cent's legal team, led by some of the sharpest minds in the business, came prepared. They didn't focus on 50's wealth, they focused on Shaniqua's spending. They argued that the $40,000 wasn't just going to the child, it was being used to fund an extravagant lifestyle for the mother that she hadn't earned. When the judge handed down the ruling, the room went silent. The judge determined that based on the actual costs of raising a child and the laws of the state, The appropriate amount wasn't $40,000. It wasn't even $20,000. It was $6,700. In one afternoon, Shaniqua Tompkins lost over 80% of her monthly income. She went to the law looking for a windfall and walked out with a budget. If you know 50 Cent, you know he does not win quietly. He is the undisputed heavyweight champion of online trolling. Following the verdict, 50 Cent took to social media to celebrate. He framed the ruling as a victory for fathers everywhere who are taken advantage of by the child support system. But the victory was bittersweet. The real victim in this financial warfare was Marquise Jackson. As the boy grew older, he saw the vitriol his father directed at his mother. The relationship between father and son began to crumble in the public eye. The conflict became a staple of tabloid news. We saw 50 Cent publicly count down the days until his child support payments would end. We saw Marquise post photos with his father's rivals, like Floyd Mayweather and Rick Ross. The $40,000 that started as an act of generosity had become the catalyst for a total family breakdown. This case ignited a massive debate that still rages today on social media. On one side, people argue that 50 Cent was right. Why should a mother receive $500,000 a year if the child's needs are met with much less? They argue that child support should not be a lottery win or a substitute for a career. On the other side, critics argue that a child should live at the same level of luxury as their wealthiest parent. If 50 Cent is flying on private jets and wearing million-dollar watches, should his son be living a middle-class life? This case also highlighted the dangers of voluntary agreements. By giving her $40,000 a month without a court order, 50 Cent set a high bar. But by taking him to court, Shaniqua gave a stranger, the judge, the power to decide her future. She traded a comfortable, private arrangement for a cold, public calculation. As we look back at this story years later, the numbers are still staggering. The difference between what she had and what she ended up with is enough to buy a luxury home every few years. 50 Cent eventually reached the end of his child support obligations when Marquise turned 18. He famously posted on Instagram, "Social services, I'm done. No more checks." It was a cold ending to a story that started with a young couple in Queens dreaming of a better life. The lesson here is one of perspective. Ambition can drive you to the top of the world, but unbridled greed can make you lose sight of the good thing you already have. Shaniqua Tompkins had a life millions would dream of, but in reaching for the sun, she got burned. The story of 50 Cent and Shaniqua Tompkins serves as a cautionary tale for the ages. It is a reminder that in the world of the ultra-famous, money is often used as both a shield and a sword. What do you think? Was the judge right to lower the payments so drastically, or should a father as rich as 50 Cent be required to pay more regardless of the law? Did Shaniqua's greed ruin her son's relationship with his father, or was 50 Cent too petty in his victory? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a complex issue with no easy answers, but one thing is for sure: $40,000 a month is a lot of money to gamble with. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more documentaries on the hidden side of the entertainment industry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.